Hello everyone. Today we'll be discussing chapter 2 of class 9 science, which is matter around us pure? And we'll cover this chapter through your NCERT book so that you are aware that what your NCERT book says about each of your chapter. So here, as the name suggests, we'll be looking into that whether the substances that we are surrounded with are pure or impure. Okay, we use many substances in our day-to-day life. For example, we eat food, we eat different kinds of food products. We use different objects for making our life easier. So we'll read in detail that whether the things that we use are pure and impure. We'll also get into the detail. What does the word pure actually refers to in your day-to-day life and in terms of science? Okay. How do we judge whether milk, ghee, butter, salt, spices, mineral water, or juice that we buy from the market are pure? So we consume various substances, we consume pulses, we consume rice, whatnot. There are many substances that we are using in our day-to-day life. So how do we come to the conclusion that whether the substances that are being used by us are pure or impure? Okay. Have you ever noticed the word pure written on the packs of these consumables? On most of the packs of consumables, the word pure is written, that 100% pure ghee or pure milk, anything like that, right? So the word pure is being used very, very frequently on the packs, right? For a common person, pure means having no adulteration. So how do we use pure word in our day-to-day life? That if the thing that we are using, if the product that we are using has no adulteration, then we refer it to as a pure substance. If the milk that we are drinking has no adulteration, it is only milk, no water has been added to it, that means it is pure, it is adulteration free, right? But as I told you that in terms of science, pure is something different. That is what is we are going to read in this chapter. But for a scientist, all these things are actually mixtures of different substances and hence not pure. For example, milk is actually a mixture of water, fat, proteins, etc. So you have learned in your earlier classes that what nutritions do we get from milk? We get protein, we get calcium, we get fat. Okay, so here you can see that milk is made up of proteins, fat, and calcium. So because milk here is made up of three different, it is just an example of three components. There are many other components in the milk. So as you can see that milk is made up of different components. So in terms of science, you cannot call it pure. It will be called as mixture instead of a pure substance. When a scientist says that something is pure, it means that all the constituent particles of that substance are the same in their chemical nature. So what is pure actually in terms of science? So if you are calling something pure in terms of science, that means it is only made up of a single kind of substance. For example, pulses you take as example. So pulses are composed only and only of protein. Okay, so you can call pulses as a pure substance. Or you take an example of water. You have already read that chemical formula of water or chemical composition of water is H2O, right? So water is only made up of H2O, that is two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen combined chemically to form water. So because water is throughout made up of this particular water molecule, hence it will be called as a pure substance. Okay. So a pure substance consists of a single type of particles. In other words, a substance is a pure single form of matter. So as we'll move further, we'll get into the details of pure and impure or mixture rather. Okay, as we look around, we can see that most of the matter around us exists as mixtures of two or more pure components. For example, seawater, minerals, soil, etc. are all mixtures. If you look around at your environment, you will come to know that most of the substances that we are surrounded with are not pure substances, but they are made up of two or more kind of pure substances. Hence, they can be put into the category of mixtures, not of pure substance. So here you have encountered one more new term, which is mixture. So we'll get to know that what mixtures actually are. So let's read from the book itself. Mixtures are constituted by more than one kind of pure form of matter. So clear that mixture is a substance which contains more than one type of pure substance. It can be two or more than two. It should be more than one kind of pure substance. Then it will be considered as a mixture. We know that dissolved sodium chloride can be separated from water by the physical process of evaporation. However, sodium chloride is itself a pure substance and cannot be separated by physical process into its chemical constituents. So what is sodium chloride? Sodium chloride is the common salt which is found in our kitchen. So if you dissolve this common salt into water, you will prepare a solution. Okay, and if you want to separate these two components, which is common salt and water, what you have to do, you have to provide some heat to the solution, and when you will provide heat, the water will get evaporated and the dish will be left with the sodium chloride. Okay, however, as you have read from the book, that sodium chloride itself is a pure substance and cannot be separated by physical process into its chemical constituents. It means that sodium chloride, it is a pure substance. Why? Because its components cannot be separated using any physical process. Okay, you cannot separate its components using any physical process. If you have to separate it, you need to apply some chemical process here. Okay. Similarly, if you take an example of sugar, it is a substance which contains only one kind of pure matter and its composition is same throughout. Okay. Same is the case with sugar, that it is made up of only one kind of particles. It is a pure substance. It can be listed under pure substance. Now, moving further, soft drinks and soil are not single pure substances. Whatever the source of a pure substance may be, it will always have the same characteristic properties. Okay. Take the example of soil. Soil contains clay, silt, sand, humus. Okay. So there are many things that constitute to soil. So soil is not made up of only one kind of particle. Hence, it cannot be categorized under pure substances. Rather, we'll put it under mixtures. And same is the case with soft drinks. Therefore, we can say that a mixture contains more than one pure substance. Hence, what can we call a mixture? That it is a substance which has or which constitutes of more than one kind of a pure substance. This was the introduction part of chapter 2. In the next part, we'll start with the types of mixtures. Thank you so much.